China's President Xi Jinping will meet with U.S. President Barack Obama in California today, in what will be their first meeting since Xi was elected Chinese president in March. Many anticipate the meeting to be a major step in establishing stronger ties between the two global powers.
Harley Sayedin is the president of the American Chamber of Commerce in South China. For his more than 10 years of outstanding volunteer work for the organisation, he was awarded the Peace Through Commerce Medal by the US government in April this year. It's an honour which has been awarded to less than 20 individuals in its 223-year history.
From a business point of view, we want to make sure that they agree to no protectionist measures. We think dialogue, of course, is the best way, but unilateral action absolutely is not healthy for either side. Protectionist measures are not healthy for either side. And we hope that they both agree to that, and that will be the way forward.
For the past 9 years, each year, AmCham South China has published special reports on the state of business in the region, detailing the experience, plans and insights of its 2,200 members. This year's report showed how American businesses remain confident about their future in China.
What we've noticed is that 90% of people are rating the business environment in South China as good to very good to excellent. It's less than 9% actually feel that it needs improvements. Of course, in any businessman's mind, regulations can always be reduced, the environment can always improve. But the reality is that they are, in fact, very optimistic going forward.
The AmCham is also estimating a 40% rise in planned investments over the next 2 years.
We know the average growth of our companies for the last 5 years has been about 30% year on year. Best market in the world, no place else in the world. People are growing as fast, no place else in the world. At this time in history, in world economic history, people nowhere else in the world that kind of investment is being made as it is in China. As I said, investment represents confidence in the present market and in the future.
Another notable figure in the AmCham report is that over 80% of the 425 companies interviewed said the Chinese mainland market would remain their top priority, marking a significant increase compared to the figure 9 years ago, which was just 23%. In other words, fewer businesses are now export-oriented, and as more companies see the value of its consumer market, they're viewing China as the world factory.
When you look around, you see Mead Johnson, for example, opened its China-wide infant formula research institute a year ago in November, right here in Guangzhou, so that they can innovate new products for the Chinese market to make sure that different regions of China have different formulas that represents that particular region's diet.
Greater China is now the largest market for Mead Johnson. The company spent over $16 million to build this 53,000 square foot facility, which includes a multi-laboratory technology center and pilot plant.
Our strategy is to switch from made in China to research in China in order to allow China to play a more vital role. It's the biggest and most potential market in the world. On the one hand, we value the domestic demand, but on the other hand, we also hope to inspire and cultivate more talent in China.
Mead Johnson's research team in China mainly consists of local scientists. The company held a summit in Guangzhou last year, inviting pediatric experts from home and abroad to get together to discuss children's health. Yu hopes that stronger ties between China and the US will enhance an exchange of ideas and accelerate more innovation in science and business.
We hope to promote international exchange in the fields of academic research, as well as in further education of pediatric talents. We will continue to try our best and hope that this meeting between the presidents of China and US will help us to maintain and optimize the business environment as a whole.
Harley Sayedin shares Yu's focus on innovation and also hopes the Chinese market will become more open to small and medium-sized companies from the US.
When we look at the United States, more than 90% of all inventions, patents, and new innovations come from individuals and come from small and medium companies, not large companies. Now, when you also consider there are 30 million U.S. companies registered and active right now, Of that, less than 1% is actually involved in international business, and less than 1% of that is in China.
Sayedin says the AmCham is also trying to help many Chinese companies understand more about the United States and how to do business there. This is also something he hopes the following 2 days' meetings between Obama and Xi will cover. As a businessman, Sayedin feels confident that the two leaders will make great progress together.
When people talk, that means they're friends. When people are friends, they do business together.